clearly somebody posted a video of me getting detained on the side of the freeway. I don't know who it was. I don't know why they did it. It wasn't something that I really was going to share with everyone because obviously that's, my personal issue. But now that it's out there, I figure I owe y'all an explanation. When was it? About 2 months ago?
Monday before Thanksgiving.
Okay, so the Monday before Thanksgiving, we went out, we did a little bit of dancing, and basically, my buddy Ronnie here, we were leaving the place, and I met a girl there. I went home with her, and he was just driving back on his own. I get a call probably 20 minutes down the freeway heading back to my house. And, we're right in the middle of Austin at this point. And my friend tells me, hey, she sends me a picture and she says, hey, is this Ronnie's truck? And I was like, yeah, that's Ronnie's truck. What happened? And she's like, he just got into a fucking really bad accident. So I asked her where it was at. And she told me, and so I, had the girl that was, driving us back to my place drop me off about, I would say, 200 yards before the crash site. So basically from the picture, and I'm going to put all these up here really quick so y'all can see them. From the picture my friend sent me, it looked like there was no way he survived this. So he crashed. He was merging off of the freeway. Or getting off of the freeway, and he crashed under an 18-wheeler that was parked on the side of the freeway. The reason for the crash was he, looked down at his phone, somebody texted him, and next thing he knew, he was, getting pulled out of his truck by firemen. Anyway, so I have her drop me off about 200 yards before the crash site. I have her get off the freeway, and I just start full-on sprinting towards the crash site because I'm thinking, one of my best buddies is dead. As I get up to the crash site, I get greeted by two cops, and one of them was super nice and one of them was a complete dickhead. And so I run up and I was like, where's Ronnie? Where's Ronnie? Is he okay? Where is he? Where is he? Is he dead? All this stuff. And the dickhead cop just straight up tells me, he said, you can't run up here and just start demanding shit from us. And I said, well, hang on. He's one of my best buddies. He's like family to me. I need to know if he's dead or if he's okay. And so this cop just starts getting a huge attitude with me and decides to pull me over to his cruiser and cuff me.
Well, fuck, it is Dan. And it is Ronnie. Dan's being handcuffed, and that's Ronnie's truck.
So at this point, I have a pretty prolonged conversation with him. He's like, you can't just run through traffic to get up here. And I said, look, this guy's like my family. I'll run through a pack of bulls to get to him. I don't care. It looked like from what I saw that, he was dead. This cop didn't even tell me if he was okay. He didn't even tell me if he was dead. He didn't tell me where he was transported to. The only thing that he was trying to do was arrest me for something. Now, I 100% support law enforcement. I support really any government job because you're providing a service for the community. What I don't support is, well, I guess the better term is you get respect when you give it. And this cop was a complete dickhead. He kept saying, well, you're not his family. So I had to explain to him. So, I'm basically teaching this guy about morals and principles in life. Do you really believe that family is only considered your blood? And he's like, no. And I said, so if your wife just had the same crash as him, you wouldn't be running through traffic to get to him? And he was like, no, I wouldn't do that. I would, obey laws. And I was like, shut the fuck up, dude. Shut up. You're being a dumbass.
You gonna do something over there? Be careful. Shut your fucking mouth.
So then this other cop comes over and he starts talking to me. I was like, look, man, it was probably not a good idea that I ran up, but I legitimately thought my buddy was dead, and I would do it again. I would do it again. I would do it for anyone that I knew, let alone my best buddy. So anyways, they have me cuffed on the side of the freeway. I don't know even who took that video, but they got me. I'll play it. I'll play it right now.
Well, fuck, it is Dan. And it is Ronnie. Dan's being handcuffed, and that's Ronnie's truck.
They got me getting handcuffed. Now, I wasn't arrested. The bigger cop, the black cop, he was super cool. He's been on the force for a long time. The other cop, he's been on the force for 4 years, and clearly all he wants to do is promote his career by getting as many arrests as he can, which is fine. I get it. But once again, in that situation where my buddy has a fucking terrible crash, looks like he's probably dead, basically just tries to, get me on something. Oh, I'm gonna arrest you for, running through traffic. Okay, dude, arrest me. It's fine. I'm just trying to see if my buddy's okay. So anyways, this other cop starts talking to me. He's super cool. He's telling me, is there anybody that you can call to come pick you up? And I was like, yeah, but I want to know if my buddy's okay. So then this other cop comes over again, the dickhead, and he goes, who dropped you off here? And I said, that's none of your business. And he goes, no, who dropped you off here? And I said, why? And he said, well, I want to see if they've been drinking. And I said, is that readily apparent? Is that something that you can see right now, a crime going on? No, it's not. So shut the fuck up. So I start getting heated at this guy because at this point he's just fishing for shit.
Genuine ostrich. 3 payments. Oh!
Something about me, and pretty much none of you know this about me, but I'm a very easygoing person. I'm very relaxed. I'm very calm. I'm very chill. But when I get disrespected to the point, there's a certain point that I get where I just lose my shit. And this was at this point. So, I just told him, I said, what kind of piece of shit are you? You're fucking trying to, get me and now the person who dropped me off on something and arrest us, and all I'm trying to do is make sure my buddy is okay. Long story short, the cooler cop, the respectful cop, the good cop, lets me call one of my good buddies to come pick me up. So they pull off on the side of the road, they pick me up. The dickhead gets one more shot at saying his piece. He talks to my buddy who picked me up, and he's like, hey, this guy's a fucking idiot, make sure he doesn't do this again. And I said, dude, shut your fucking mouth. Anyways, we drive to the hospital. Ronnie apparently barely, made it. He made it out with literally almost no injuries. I know he tore some shit in his knee and got a cut on his chin. There's a tiny space where he was sitting in the front seat. Like, if I was in that truck, I would be dead. My head would be off.
We're putting you in cuffs and we're taking you in. I was like, whatever, dude. Yeah, they didn't take me in, though.
We were wondering, I was like, man, there's no way there's 2 people in there with that. Yeah.
So, thank you for that chick who decided to come home with me. Because otherwise I wouldn't be here right now.
So sex actually can save your life.
Sex can save lives.
Just saying that.
It can.
Proven.
The moral of this story is there are good and bad people in every facet of life. He just may have been having a bad day. 9 times out of 10, their 100% goal is to arrest you for something, to further their career. That's it. So you just don't talk to them. And if you have to, be respectful, but at the same time, you got to stand up for yourself. Did I miss anything?
Nope. I think you got it all.
So I just wanted to explain that to y'all. I know it's stupid that somebody posted that of me. I did not get arrested, but I figured I owe y'all an explanation, and we'll go from there. We'll see you next time. John Wayne.
When the storm rolls in, I'm gonna be ready. Side piece on my head in case it gets heavy. Like a cowboy kicking down doors and taking names. John Wayne. When the storm rolls in, I'm gonna be ready. Side piece on my head in case it gets heavy. Like a cowboy kicking down doors and taking names. John Wayne. When the storm